Here we have the outside of the Adria 613 UT Thames Adora. As we move along, we'll firstly come to the water fill point just here. So water into the van via the submersible. To remove, just pull on the trigger, give it a bit of a wiggle, and out it will pop. And then just pop it into the aqua roll, and then plug it in until you hear the click. After that, we then have the battery locker. So leisure battery just there. We then have main supply just here, and then sitting beneath the main supply we have external TV and satellite points, and we also have the main 25 amp fuse and the isolator key point for the motor mover. We then have the vents for the fridge freezer. We do not need to do anything with these, just make sure that nothing is obstructing them, and do not spray a shed load of water at them when washing the caravan. We then have, as we come along here, the two grey water drain points, so anything that goes down your plug holes comes out at this point here. Here we have the header tank fill point for the toilet. So add your pink toilet chemical in here and then top the rest up with water, either using a hose pipe or a watering can. Do not travel with this compartment completely full of water, or it will slosh around everywhere and make a mess inside the caravan. So to drain it down for winterization or for travel, if we now come to where the cassette is located and we look slightly up here, you'll see a little black hose. All we do is just pull the end to drain down the header tank. After that, we then have the cassette toilet itself. Just lift up on the handle here and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical and a bit of water. When it comes to emptying the cassette, also empties from here. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold down this button here, which releases the vacuum inside. It is also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but basically any silicone based lubricant is fine. This is also the easiest way of giving the cassette a clean. All of these cassettes now come on wheels with extendable handles. As we come around to the rear of the caravan, we can see the wind point for the rear corner steadies. And then as we come round to the other side, we then have the external access point underneath the fixed bed. We then have the weight plate just here. So on here we also not only have the weights for the caravan, but we also have the tyre sizes and the tyre pressures, and at the bottom the wheel nut torque settings. We then have the external wet locker just here, and the barbecue point just here. If we're going to use this, you need to attach the hose of your barbecue to the barbecue adapter, which is about this big. It's a little brass spear. Fasten the hose on with a Jubilee clip, and then the end will plug in where my finger is here. Once it's plugged in, you can then turn the gas on To release, just push up and it will pop out. As we come down to the front, if we just pop down underneath the van, we can see the front wind points for the corner steadies. And if we now open the gas locker door, we have in here the spare wheel, the wheel brace and the corner steady winding handle, and then we have room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and then screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top here. Do make sure that the bottle is turned off for travel.